To do the honors. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. He found some space. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 38 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down. Lamar off the play fake. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's 2nd down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
In the red zone now. In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him. That's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays, make some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From his end zone, Williams. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. From his end zone, 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. They're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Kick the running back in motion. Again, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Out of the pistol, Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Look for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Williams with 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. The 40. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints stepping.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to work after throwing the pick. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
From the gun, Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
That's caught for the 1st. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of down. Lamar throwing again. He's got it over the middle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. And again, it's Jackson. It is caught left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Jackson yet again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Pick up his 5 on that play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
Well, That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone drop, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete right side, Burton has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Williams from the gun. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Williams. He's going deep this time. That one connects. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get 6 more on their early advantage. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
14. Saints 3. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Danny Gray to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against the defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Gray now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Big gain downfield. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45.
Good for a Saints.
That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down, here's Lamar. Gets this one, it's Devin Neal. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Still inches to go on third down.
13. Hey, turn on.
Jackson's going to throw again. Complete beyond the marker. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. On the move, headed right. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10. Ooh, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that one. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd down, looking for options. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st down throw by Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
And this one has no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
4th down, Williams. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Saints get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Going deep here for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, this is a really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
Now Jackson on third down. Completed over the middle. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
We're going to become a quarterback's best friend to that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That one's complete over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
16-yard line.
You change it.
Lamar throwing again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there and extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Brought in. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 1-score game before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game.
Saints 18.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Something yards short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Williams. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. The Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yo. It's hot.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he makes the play, a full extension. That's a touchdown. The Saints make it a 1-score game before halftime. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game.
Saints 25.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Out of the pistol, Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It's caught by Wilson. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. First and 10 now from the 46.
That's good for Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the
To the air yet again. Williams taking a shot deep here. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Lamar. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Buys time, rolling right. That's dumped off. It's near. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Jackson yet again. Jump off caught by his back. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And again, it's Jackson. He put everything he had into this one. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw it. Oh no, they get him yet again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll double their lead to 6. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 gets him on the rip and a first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
On first down, they'll run. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Williams from the gun. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
Here's Williams. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Keeper. He's on the move past the 15. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Gray now on the return. And they'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
16-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
They'll run now with Neal. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. That's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. So Reed handoff to Neal. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down throw for Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And they pick him off again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First down, Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now they face second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you play the quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Williams off the play fake. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Looking sideline, caught by Loveland. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Running back sent in motion. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Slot man motioned over. Again, it's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get to your best player. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Restaurant. Whatever it is. Restaurant. Whatever it is. Restaurant. No, we changed it.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Catch is made down the right sideline. This one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly. The catch moves them to the 48. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints first down. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Working quickly here.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Caught by his back, Neal. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Saints, first down.
Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Hey, Alpha, shot. 13. Shot. Go.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
We changed it. 180. 180. Shut up.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called.
And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway, but he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 18.
49. Saints 31.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Gray now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Yo.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Looking right, and he finds it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, Jackson. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And again, it's Jackson. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Has it at the 7. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson yet again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they fire for the end zone on first down. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Williams from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there. And first set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Steelers moments away from win number 12. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, Williams. He goes right back to Samuel. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Gain 15 there. And the Steelers have the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
They're going to pass it here. Force that to his right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Dan Jackson takes it away.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10.
Out. 180. You. 180. Finish it.
Lamar now from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So the penalty would have given them a lot of yardage anyway, Brock, but getting the catch, that makes it feel a whole lot better.
Look at his ability to not only work deep downfield through contact, but come up with the catch as well. You know, Kate, that's what scouts call competitive toughness. That's what a quarterback calls his best friend.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
And the Saints.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. Oh, the Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's a screen play to Warren. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys around them. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now. 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Steelers.
They kick the running back in motion. Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
He'll look to throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to put that passing ball. Throwing in double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
He'll throw it. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from New Orleans.